So that's good, y'all, man. Let's be back into the game. This time I get Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc episode 5, I think. I keep saying I think, bro. I should probably check before I start recording. But who gives a damn? Not you, right? You just want to see this. You just want to see who the fuck killed Chihiro. So I ain't finna waste somebody else's time. We just finna hop right into it. But I feel like I already got a good idea who did it. Yep. Let's start the episode off right. Here you go, gang. Yeah. How is my ice already melted? I just poured this. That's how y'all know I'm not lying when I say this room be hot as hell. Where am I supposed to be going? Why is this bitch in my face? I'm trying to look around him and shit in real life. What the fuck? Fuck it, talk to him. Oh my god. You could at least try and figure out where we should check without my help. Nigga, you the one that grabbed me, nigga. Fuck you. There are a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf which have nothing to do with the case. You've already spent plenty of time checking the crime scene. There are plenty of other things left to check here. Like, why the fuck am I even around this nigga? That's not even the scene of the crime, idiot. Mind you, he was the one that was like, obviously you have a gift. Maybe you should help me so I don't look like an idiot without you, because in that last trial, I was saying shit that wasn't even making sense. I had to have this uppity ass persona about logical shit because I'm supposed to be the smart one. But when it came out your mouth, I had to act like it was a possibility instead of a fact, just because I didn't want nobody to not think that I wasn't the intelligent one. What the fuck do you want me to do? Hold on, we still have more to check here. What? Maybe this gun was used to... Nah, impossible. That would your Chihiro be riddled with holes. Surveillance camera. Even as Chihiro was being murdered, I bet the mastermind was just sitting there watching. They know what's happened, and they're still forcing us to go with it. Man, what the fuck do this nigga want from me, man? If I remember right, this key card is, this card reader is meant to, work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that thing quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
What the fuck? Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while this door is unlocked, right?
Unbelievable.
If there was some sort of erotic terrorist on a prowl, a ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go in a girl's locker room and only boys can go in a boy's locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in a girl's locker room means... Hey, Makoto. I can see right through you. See right through me? Who are you, Nicki Minaj? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in a girl's locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So, in other words...
As such, the killer must have been one of the girls. Did I get it right?
Such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. Damn, how do you do that shit? Stupid ass. I'm so sorry. I'm done with the references. I'm done. I'm really not though. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I would expect nothing less from the son of the noble Togami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on, you saying that that's a loophole? But in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone will have to loan it. So,
Why you?
So sleepy. Just listening to you makes you want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together.
Unbelievable.
Or else I'll call it with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure it out the rest on your own. Fuck nigga. He just called me a fuck
That's
nigga.
fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in you know what? This nigga, mind you, he grabbed me. He grabbed me. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall. That'll help you understand what's going on. Card read has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. This nigga always down here, bro. It's been a while. So, what the fuck we looking for? What the fuck is that? Are you pouting? Does it mean I have to figure it out for myself? Oh my god. It's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's a e-handbook? Oh wait, there's 3 of them. What are they doing here? So, you finally found them. Huh? You knew these was here, nigga? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. Hey, I got a real small rant. It's not this big. It's not that big. It's a real small one. You found this by chance. I ask you what the fuck is going on down here, and you turn your fucking back on me like you got some revolutionary find that you only could find through straight intelligence. Nigga, if you don't... Okay. It like literally you basically describe luck and you finding that motherfucking booklet shit and you get down here and act all uppity with it. Alright, bro. So then these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did, Sayaka Maizono. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now, do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. What, you? Oh, excuse me. Get the fuck off my screen with this flashback. See, yeah, now I understand. Main hall e-handbook has been added. So you saying somebody came down here and grabbed one of them bitches and then put it back? Hold on a second. Fuck is wrong,
Very
nigga?
strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. Execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey!
Now I'm really angry!
I already know what he's about to say. He's about to say, I designed these specifically to never break under any circumstances. That's not the reason why it's turning on. I already know, you fucking honey bear bitch. Yeah. That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it will break that easily. But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't fucking break, bitch. I'm the one that made it. Goof ass nigga. It can upstand. The nigga just getting mad. He's just losing it. He's just screaming. He not even saying words no more, bro. Calm down. I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with. It wouldn't do shit. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret? I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what his weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's undeniable. It's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. Think so? Anyway, something about it still bothers me. Maybe, maybe it only turns off when you get, executed. So maybe like regular death, your shit don't get turned off. But execution, they scrub your shit from existence. You don't exist no more once you get executed. Somebody said they stopped existing the moment they walked in this bitch. You might be right. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who the fuck killed Chihiro, gang. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite. Fuck is your time out, shorty? Well, what do you want from me? What? What type of note was that, y'all? Why you let me do that? The hunk of metal blocking the entrance seems like some kind of machine. What do you want to do? You want me to talk to this bitch? The fuck? What you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then, you truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit of this case. And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Well,
Don't make me repeat myself.
well, what's the basis? Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Does something like that really... Ah! Hey, you two! Who was that? Hina? I knew it! I knew it! For some reason, I knew it was her. I don't know why. Maybe that's just her method of speaking. Like, and who else would say that? Hey, you two! Big trouble! Need your help!
I don't have time to play with you.
We're busy. We're busy? I don't know what accent that is. Leave us alone. But it's an emergency. Emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me. It's a serious emergency, please. You gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? But it's an emergency! What the fuck happened? Something's wrong with Toko. She acting super fucking weird. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do now, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. You sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Alright, well, get the fuck off my screen. I ain't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no, and that'd be the end of it. Okay, come on, hurry. Wait for us, nigga.
Let's go.
Looks like she's headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Excuse me. Alright. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, see how she was doing? When we did, that bitch was on the ceiling. It was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Well, may as well give it a shot. The door swung open slowly and silently. Toko? Holy shit. An aura of negativity flowed from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Well, Toko's back.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Whoa! Whoa! They said Toko did it? I'm not buying that, bro. I honestly feel like it's still Mondo. And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. Didn't I rang a little while ago? Drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. Doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust her door down. But it felt like someone was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? She think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared? Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Is there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Well, did I misread that situation? I thought she was... maybe I misread that. I don't know. I may have misread it, I don't know. Hey Byakuya, don't you think you could ask her to come out of our room? I mean,
That's fine.
sure, whatever. Huh? You wanna talk to Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. That boy about to get his fucking ego boosted because he knows she about to orgasm as soon as he opened that motherfucker. After a few moments,
What do you want?
leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Bakula. Who? Bakula?
It's Byakuya.
I had a teacher named Bakula. I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. Don't worry. Never again. Let's just I have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. I definitely didn't read that wrong. She's saying that she's Genocide Jack. Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? These shits itch. Damn, man, I wanted to rock the updo. Y'all can't even see my shit though. I'm gonna let y'all see it for this one little moment, and then I'm taking this shit down. This shit itch, gang. Get down. Fuck. Ooh, shit. Get the fuck out my scalp. Okay, and see now it's stuck. Now I got the Mondo. But my shit's short. You know what? I'm about to rock the Mondo for the rest of this video. Let me pull my shit. Yep, I'm about to rock the Mondo for the rest of this video, bro. And I gotta lift my desk up so y'all can see it, bro. Yep, I'm rocking the Mondo. Wish a nigga would say something. Wish a nigga would. Yep, it was meant to be. Damn, this shit still itch though. Y'all, it's not hitting right. Make it stick out. I know what to do. Hold on. I know exactly what to do to make this bitch hit. Let me see if I can use this motherfucker kind of fat, but I'ma still do it. Yeah. Wish a nigga would play with me. Yup. Mondo. This shit tickling my forehead. Y'all can't even see it though. That's the fucked up part. I gotta raise my desk higher? Nah, hell nah. My desk is already high enough. Damn, that's too low. What the fuck? Nigga, get back. I think we good right there. Right? Ain't we good? Are we good? Are we good? Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of delusions, I'm sure.
Stop talking.
If I say I don't know, that means I don't know! Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. I'm really rocking the Mondo. Can't no nigga tell me nothing. It needs to be lower though. It needs to be lower. This shit is not hitting right. Alright, I'm gonna just leave it like that. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! That's how I know he's putting... Okay. No more jokes. No more jokes. Man, no, that's not even a joke. He's fucking Genocide Jack. That's why he knows so much about it. But he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library. Of course. Come on, let's go in. This nigga just took me on a date. Alright, bro. Nigga trying to be romantic but mysterious. Is this the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library? Sorry. Is the evidence. My bad.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Alright. I'm so tired of this bitch ass nigga, man. I don't know what the fuck to do. Well, at this point, what have I not clicked on? Knock it off. What does a desk lamp matter right now? Dude, what the fuck? Let me out. If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. I thought that was the exit, honestly. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside. Good to know. Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too.
So, in other words...
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Well, It's a wooden box. It's empty. Although judging by the smudges and the dust, it looked like there was something inside. Wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It must have been. It proved very useful while I was in the library. Extension cord, huh? This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. You have a sharp IND to select that file. Huh?
That's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshair you might end up for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. Open that shit. Nigga's pussy. We already in the crosshair. What you mean?
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with the real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. That bitch wouldn't scare me. I would open that bitch immediately. The only thing that would stop me is my hatred for reading. But it's not because of a lack of education. It's just because of a lack of desire. I have no desire for certain types of knowledge. Now, if it's knowledge that I'm into mentally, then yeah, I might read it. But besides that, leave it alone. But since that's some knowledge that I'm into, I'm gonna read it. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. What do you mean, nigga? Why is everything in this bitch treacherous? Why is everything in this bitch disgusting? All those files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Well, if you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that value for yourself. What the fuck do this bitch want from me? What did I not click on? I'm not clicking that! The fuck? That's what happened to me the first time I tried to click them shits. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. So, are we finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How can anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope's Peaks truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. Ain't he one of the elite family members? Don't he do this for real? What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple. Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Well, thanks for that. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our homes. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How how is that possible?
So in other words,
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that would allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And this is the thing about Byakuya. This is how you know he don't have no friends. He's talking way too much. He's talking way too much about government secrets. He's talking way too much about his family and the elitism that's in his family and the shit that they're doing behind the scenes. He's talking way too much to a nigga he just met. Some would say that's that lucky shit coming out of Makoto and getting up in Byakuya's ass and spreading it. That was a very vulgar way of saying he's manipulating him through like spiritual essence, but I get it. I get the thought process. Strange way of saying it, but I get the thought process. The way I was looking at it as, Byakuya has never had a normal conversation with anybody his age, so he's taking advantage of it. He's just not doing it in a way that everyone else would perceive to be as friendly. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
that's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second, the word bloodlust, is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were the members of the police and the other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that specific aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about the act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in
The
other
culprit
words-
isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack.
In other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. And Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer? He's really walking among us?
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become a part of our little game. Alright, bro, alright. Maybe it wasn't Mondo. Maybe it was Toko. And the only reason I'm saying it's Toko is because didn't Toko kind of she got thirsty when that blood came out. I'm talking about that second version of Toko. She's like, oh my god, is that blood? Is that blood? That version of Toko, that's the crazy motherfucker. That's why she keeps saying, I'm never letting that nigga out again. That's what she keeps saying that for. Man, I'm really trying to... The Mondo is blowing me, bro. Like, I want to rock it for real, but it's not sitting down. But yeah, so I'm still like, bro, that had to have been Mondo because of that fucking weight. Is Toko really that strong when she flips? Who is this, Launch from Dragon Ball Z? Is she really that strong? Maybe. But you know, I don't know. I don't feel like it was Toko. I don't feel like it was Toko. But that might be me doing too much. But that weight alone is enough for me to be like, Toko don't seem that strong. Now, the only thing, and I'll say this, the only thing that throws that theory out of the window is the fact that Hina was trying to bust that door down, and the only thing that we know of behind that door was Toko herself. And if Hina couldn't bust Toko down behind that door, then that means she is that strong low-key. So that would be the only thing that throws this theory out the window. But besides that, who's to say she don't got another one of those? Nah, Hina's way stronger than a weight. So there's no type of doorstop that could be behind there except a metal fucking bar. But Hina, now this is the thing, I don't know how strong Hina is. Now that comes to power scaling. Hina probably actually cannot bust a door down. So it could be Toko is the average strength, or there is something that is like particularly jamming that door, and it's not like Sakura's busting down the door, it's fucking Hina. So I might be overestimating her strength, which would then lead to me going back to my first thing. Toko is not that fucking strong. She's not that strong. So that's the only thing that's keeping me from like latching on to the idea that it was her. Now, don't you think it would be a good Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two. If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. I might even unzip my shit. I'm not doing that, nigga. You okay? And that's the thing. You know what? All right. The cold cases are behind him, aren't they? That bitch said, Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack for case file. I'll unzip your pants for you.
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Oh my god. That shit must be... wow, look at his face. Byakuya handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly my hand stopped. I had reached the page where the photos from the scene of each crime had been collected. Okay, Skizzers. Skizzers. The name of Genocide. Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32. There were no scissors. There were no scissors in his murder. And I feel like that's a pretty obvious lack of detail there. Now that might be a leap of logic on my end, but there were no scissors in that murder. It's a fucking weight. It was a heavy weight too. Damn, RIP these niggas. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in the exact same way. And no, they weren't. These niggas were suspended by scissors. That bitch was extended by an extension cord. At the scene of each murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page. Bro, the ice is gone. The ice is gone. There's no ice. It's still cold though. You can see it. You can see a little bit of the condensation. It's still cold. Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely that there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. Okay, so Toko is split. Good to know.
So in other words,
the key point here is that the culprit may well have been a split personality. Split personality, like the kind of thing you see on TV. Some part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable. How? You just saw it. You literally just saw it in the locker room when that bitch passed out. You saw it. Or maybe it isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. It definitely has. Ain't nobody thinking critically.
let's go.
All right, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Oh, God. Oh, that hurt. That motherfucker hurt. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out the library to catch up. Brown nose. Is that racist? That's damn near racist, but I know it's supposed to represent your nose or somebody's ass, so you got shit on it. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. I almost said trials trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that? Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Goodness gracious, that's a word. Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. He mad as fuck I ain't lick on his fucking balls. You a crazy man. Nigga mad I ain't. Wow! In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I done covered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's really the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. And to do that, it's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should take the boys' locker room too. And others might have come up with some info that I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything while I can. Okay, well, let me give you a dive into my brain and why I know that they're hinting at it being Toko, but I'm not buying it. I already told you, it's the weight. The weight alone is why I'm thinking it wasn't Toko. And then the lack of scissors in this crime, it just kind of solidified that. Ding, ding, ding. Infumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if
Another stat increased for me. Evidence, what you find? I cannot reveal that just yet.
That's it. I'm sure of it.
But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh, yeah. Goodness, fuck. Oh, yeah. Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile, too. Really? What did she see?
Well,
She
it
refused.
would seem...
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Okay, so where's Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? Yeah, no, didn't no Genocide Jack do. It's him. He's fucking hiding behind the. It's him, bro. Ain't no Genocide Jack did that. I can feel the life draining out of my own body. It's the dead body, Chihiro's dead body. Kyoko! Hey, Kyoko, you made any progress on your investigation? Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
Goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. Guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing. That's definitely worth worrying about. Damn, Chihiro. Fuck! What did Sakura say? Did she say something to me?
Damn.
Chihiro's Chihiro's presence here was especially weak. Her body and her soul.
No forgiveness.
To target such a helpless being is unforgivable. What a wretched beast to do such a thing. I cannot forgive this. Now, I just remembered because Sakura just said that. It just made me remember. Mondo. Oh, I just spoiled it for myself again. I'm not even going to finish that line of thought. Because I just spoiled myself again. And honestly, it really just solidified it being Mondo, what I just spoiled myself with. But I didn't really spoil myself. Y'all spoiled it when y'all told me Chihiro. Y'all told me. I think most of y'all know any damn way. So I'm not going to get specific just because I don't want to spoil anybody else that doesn't know. Mondo specifically says that he would not touch a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was mad as fuck at that Sayaka shit. He was like, what type of nigga is you to be beating on women? He said that. Now, my first line of logic was, why the fuck would that matter when he's trying to get out of here? You know what I'm saying? What good does morals have when you're trying to escape? That was my first line of logic. Now, the second one, I can't even specify because that's, you know what I'm saying? That's a spoiler. But I'll leave it there. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope is used to prop her up in kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. But the more I look at it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal blow was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of it being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing him again after looking through the Genocide Jack files, something's not quite right. This all me. Status of the dead body has been added to your truth bullet section. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. There's a big blood stain on a dumbbell on the floor. Mondo said the fatal injury was caused by a blow to the head. You know, it has to be a murder weapon. Dude had a real complex about being weak. Heard you talk about it all the time. Shit. Yeah, I remember she said that. Show did. Whatever, bro. Whatever. He's the killer. It was him. This door leads out to the pool. Oh. Well. What else do you need to... Okay, let me calm down. There's a blood stain on the carpet. It can only be caused by Chihiro's murder. What else could you possibly need to check? This... This big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. Girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Which is why I was confused about it in the first fucking place. So now I really have to go check the fucking... That's why I was confused about that shit. I was really confused about that. What? What does that even mean? It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite fit in the boys' locker room. Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The post in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular band. Could the poster have been switched? What if they were? Why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little bit more about the locker room. Why would... Is that doo-doo? There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? What the fuck is that? Ew. Ew. Okay, so this doesn't even make sense. That don't even make sense. I was about to say, folks them switched the poster. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Folks them switched the poster, but then I'm like, they can't get in there. So why would they have switched the poster? How would they have switched the poster? Somebody else did that. And why? That had to have been for some kind of illusion. But the illusion of what? For like what purpose was the illusion for? Like Sayaka's illusion made sense why you would switch those. But you know, yeah, I pressed that on accident anyway. I was about to go talk to Sakura. You know she be in these locker rooms. And so you died in here. If you died in here, maybe you did. No, maybe you didn't die in here. Maybe you didn't die in here. And the only reason this is in here is because it got stained. So they had to switch it. And they had to switch it when they switched you. You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Ian and I use it together. Okay, can I ask you some questions, gang? You think the posters in the boys' locker have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. Never paid any attention to those posters. I see.
However...
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. You be tearing that toilet up. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day, I spilled some on the carpet. I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain.
Of course.
Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain to begin with. Y'all, that's not adding... Okay, are you telling... This for... Okay, this doesn't even make sense. This doesn't even make sense. And I can't even check it because all of the rooms are unlocked. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Unless the entire room was switched, which it wasn't because this still has a pink tint in there. So this is definitely still the women's locker room. You had to have moved everything for the illusion of it happening in here when it actually didn't, which is why the poster got moved too. And there's unless you did that shit, which I don't even know what would disqualify you from me thinking that you did it, besides the fact that I'm convinced it was Mondo. What would disqualify Sakura from having done it? Because there's a big heavy ass weight that Nah, that doesn't disqualify. I was about to say Sakura probably use her hands. She wouldn't use no damn weight. But that doesn't necessarily mean shit. That don't necessarily mean shit. So what would disqualify Sakura from being the culprit? Besides me being convinced it's Mondo, what would disqualify her? Cause to the surface level perception, this happened in the girls' locker room, right? Chihiro is a girl. Only girls can get in here unless they let somebody else in. Now, along that line of logic, remember the only person, and that's what disqualifies Sakura. That's what disqualifies her. The only person who offered to help Chihiro and Chihiro reciprocated was Mondo. I remember Sakura trying to help Chihiro and folks was like, I'm cool. But when Mondo said it, Chihiro was like, okay, I might fuck with it. That's kind of the reason why I'm saying that disqualifies Sakura is because we know that this death happened kind of in the middle of the night. And we know that Sakura said Chihiro was avoiding her. And obviously Chihiro needs help in here. The only motherfucker that would help is Mondo, bro. Because Chihiro was avoiding Sakura the whole time. Somebody said, how do you know Sakura didn't get mad at that though? How you know Sakura didn't murder out of rage? I don't know, but I'm just thinking. But this is the thing though. If Sakura were to murder out of rage, that would mean that Chihiro would have had to let Sakura in. That's number one. Number two, that would mean that whoever Chihiro, if it wasn't Sakura that they let in, had to have seen Sakura kill him, and they just keeping quiet. That's the only way that works, because Chihiro is not trying to train with Sakura, gang. Chihiro was not trying to train with Sakura. So I don't think that they would allow Sakura to come in afterwards anyway. But let's say that they did choose to train with Sakura, right? Most likely they wouldn't have been able to get that poster. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have been able to get that poster, and they wouldn't have been able to switch the carpets, because they theoretically would not have access to the boys' locker room. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's kind of where it comes in. You feel me? I can't say too much after that for everybody else, but that's kind of where that comes in, and that really narrows it down to this nigga. So I was trying to figure out what is making me feel like it's not Sakura besides me just being convinced it was Mondo, but I kind of get it now. I kind of get it now. Well, let me go back to the library. It was around here somewhere. Huh? It's gone. Someone take it out the archive? But the only one who would do something like that, I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. Well, let's get the fuck up out of here. We don't need that damn archive, no way. You know what you saw. You know what you saw, gang. I keep thinking that door is I literally keep thinking that door is the exit. I keep thinking that I'm walking in through that door and I'm looking at the room from the back of it. I'm tweaking. There's still more I need to check. What else do you need to check? The lamp won't turn on. I see it's not plugged in. Lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. Last time I saw it, it definitely was on, and it was definitely right here. So the cord is switched. That's right, Byakuya was using an extension cord. There was no extension cord there now. I wonder if... Well, not switched. I guess it was just taken. Library desk lamp has been added to the... Yup. Well, get up out of here. I guess you want me to go talk to... Byakuya? But I know Celeste is also down here. I feel like this bitch about to have the dumbest shit to say to me, though. Ooh, boy. Get the fuck out my face. Get the fuck out my face, gang. Why is that bitch standing in the middle of the hallway all bright? Celestial, what you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to dolls. There's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something. Very well, I will tell you and only you.
Actually,
last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really?
Indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just... Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps? What? How did you know? Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right.
Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket in a bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes,
I assumed
indeed.
she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broke our rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there is no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste says she saw Chihiro carrying. Which means the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Okay. Well, Celeste, did you tell me that because we cool, or did you tell me that because that's the plot? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What am I doing? What am I searching for right now? I don't even know what my purpose is. Okay, maybe I'll go on the track. I was supposed to talk to somebody else. Who was? Oh, Byakuya. Well, no evidence of it being used. Byakuya's room. I doubt there's any clues in here. Well, do you know where he is then? Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before. She won't come out. She just keeps mumbling on about some genocide jack. So I just left her in there. You left her? My head was all swimming. I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry. I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what you eating? A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. What the fuck is this meow shit you got on your face right now? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one biggest regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with? Well, yeah, she was a little bit strange. She didn't really hang out with the girls that much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise, but she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. It kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex. Oh, wait. Maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? Think so? Never really saw her as that kind of girl. All right. Is it time? Is it time? It's time.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
It's
Shall
time.
we just plunge right in?
Damn.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for.
I can't believe I'm
The
giving tribute to this
class
murderer.
trial. You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
I'm really giving tribute to a murderer with my hairstyle right now, y'all. Wow.
See you soon.
All right. At least everybody ain't fucking convinced it was me this time. Beginning the class trial, or it's about to begin. Red door's right through here. Yeah. Look at him standing right in the middle. He know it's him. So is everyone ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... You really don't remember her.
Come on.
I'm kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. Just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared dragging Toko behind him. Oh my god. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible. So now everyone's here, right? Okay then. Also on to the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She's so gentle, so calm and meek. I haven't had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here.
Hey, come on.
Fucking Toko, man. What the fuck got her worked up like that? You ready? We doing this? Fuck you.
Well then.
I will uncover the villain who performs such heinous acts on a weaker individual.
Shall we go?
Man, she know it. I don't know why the killer did what they did, but
Count on it.
I'm sure to work yourself out. Justice always prevails, right, bro? He knows who did it. He even called for his bro. He ride for his dogs, lie for his dogs, die for his dogs. Cause it's gang. He even called out to the nigga. He knows what happened.
Very sad.
Ouch. Headache. Miss Fujisaki, I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea of being 3D makes me cringe. Alright. God, is them really the noises she's making right now? There was something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. Guess I wasn't much help at all in this one. Well, I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far logic can take you. I bet you not even gonna figure this shit out. I bet you I'm about to be the only nigga that know what's going on. We had no choice, right? We gotta do this.
True.
Yes. Gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. Couldn't get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. There's some uneasiness in Mondo heart. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's just get this over with.
Very nice.
Good. You're ready to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well,
Okay then, let's get this show on the road!
thrills, chills, kills!
Alright. Murder. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial! Yeah! You wanna say the data? Absolutely. Lock in. Lock in, y'all. Lock in. Lock in! Set skills. Menacing focus. Increase the focus gauge by 5. Effective during the class trial. I mean, I'll equip it. I don't figure that I particularly need it, but why was Chihiro murdered? Is the killer hiding within the group? Is there any help to be found? I'm not even reading that. That shit is just useless. So what? Oh, I do have. I'm like, y'all. I just tweaked. I'm like, so what happens when you use a skill? Does it take the other one away? But nah, Melodious Focus is right here. Okay, well, I don't really need much from here. I kind of already know what I'm getting myself into. I thought that was doo-doo. That's fucking... So yeah, they definitely switched it. I think they definitely switched it because of the blood getting on that poster. You can't have the blood on the poster. And the switch couldn't have happened before the murder. It doesn't even make sense.
Explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
I'm really rocking the Mondo. That shit is fucking with me.
Then. So, first off,
What's up?
let's talk about the murder weapon.
Dumbbell. We gotta make clear what was used to develop. So somebody about to say some dumb shit, because why do I even have to use my gun? Why do I even have to use my gun?
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt.
Is it just me or is this music fucking loud?
What kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
What? I didn't try to contradict you. I tried to answer your
Chihiro's
fucking
fatal
question,
injury.
pussy.
It appears it was.
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Interesting.
Wow.
That certainly
Wow.
would make for a powerful
Wow.
weapon.
Poor Chihiro.
Wow. You know what? That's my fault. I should let the whole dialogue play out before I think I know some shit. That's all my fault.
Chihiro's fate. It appears it was.
According to the Monokuma
Sorry.
What kind of blunt?
I forgot how to use. I forgot how to use my focus, bro.
No, that's wrong.
Hold on. This music is ridiculous,
Can
bro.
we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime?
Hold on, bro. Hold on real quick, Makoto. That music don't even make no goddamn sense. It's like I didn't even change it. Holy shit.
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
Right.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
So that shit got crunched
As far as
in.
I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
What else you supposed to do?
That's so creepy!
This is why you can't listen to anybody else except you. Because what in the fuck are we even talking about? We trying to live, gang. We trying to survive. Y'all niggas scared of a brain? You not gonna have one if you keep that shit up.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit.
Don't say genocide, Jay.
Although, I believe the criminal behind this
Idiot.
heinous act is already quite clear.
Idiot.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is
Don't you say it.
the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Buffoon. Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure. Yo, how do I focus? I forgot. Wait, what did I clicked the wrong thing. I absolutely clicked the wrong thing. I just know for a fact I did.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
How do I fucking... By holding down the space key. Okay. Evidence that shows Genocide's... Oh, I have to show that it's
Culprit
related?
is Genocide Jack.
Are you serious?
Sure of it. Case
Wow.
closed.
But that's...
Why?
Well, I mean, there's just no proof for it.
Wow, I have to say that it's... I have to say that it's Genocide Jack.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
Now, why would I be convinced that it's Mondo? He has no prior knowledge of Genocide Jack, does he? He shouldn't. Why would he? Why would he have knowledge of that? That's a really great question. That's a magnificent question, actually.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail.
Okay.
According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case.
And this is exactly why... This is why I wanted to not agree with him, because there's actually three, but whatever.
First is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Not quite.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Okay, bro. The other characteristics of every Genocide Jack case,
I got it!
Yo, what is that purple shit in the middle?
In every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way.
I accidentally clicked not at all. I don't know how the fuck I did that. Does it tell me what the fuck that is? I don't know what that purple shit. Hold on, I gotta Google that before I fuck up. Cause I didn't mean to click not at all. What the fuck is that? You know what? I can't even find it. I'm just gonna act like I don't see that. I'm gonna act like I don't see those purple shits cause it didn't affect me.
Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
Right.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
Am I recording? Fuck.
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of.
Right.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
Now, this is the thing. I can't get too mad at him because it's like, it's a bias that we all do. It's like when you feel like you got some shit figured out, you start to ignore lingering things that kind of knock that theory out of place. Matt Pat talks about it all the time. Shout out folks, and you know he retired and all that, but he talks about it all the time when he be doing like his FNAF theories. It be little shit that throw monkey wrenches in the way of your solid theory that you just want to ignore because you like that can't be an actual piece of evidence that I have to look at. The scissors are that. The scissors is that for this case right here, and he's ignoring the shit out of it.
Fucking way.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
Right.
What?
That motherfucker said, you exposed me? We had a promise.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie! What?
Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It does seem like a riddle in a way, but I feel like I can just about see it. Genocide Jack is Joko, but isn't Joko? What does it mean? Why am I still saying Joko? Toko. Hangman's Gambit. What? Whoa. I'm dying. Are you about to say schizo? What? Oh, you're crazy. No, I can't say crazy. That's fucked up.
Now I understand.
Whoa, that's wow, bro.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
What the fuck does that have to do with schizophrenia?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too.
What the fuck does that have to do with that?
The suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Maybe schizo doesn't mean what I think it means. Let me look that up. Yeah, no, this has nothing to do with schizophrenia. I don't know why they use that word.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is
perfectly acceptable.
I don't know what the fuck.
Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
Right. The one thing that shows Toko could have, she fainted. Her behavior changed.
I got it!
I got
You're talking
A hard.
about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up,
she got freaky. Look at her. Ew. Fucking hero killer stain. Wow, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? My god. I don't give a damn about this fucking throwback.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Mm-hmm. I won't let him have control. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
You're good at spiky shit.
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Right, because you had a promise. You promised her, bro.
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
Hina, why would you assume that it was a lie? Why would you? I think people be forgetting that their lives are on the line.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
Like all of this motherfucking evidence, and you still jump out your ass to assume that it's not real. Like you have to jump pretty. You gotta go extra to say that that's a lie. You know, like you ever seen the truth be right here and a motherfucker do this? You have to put a lot of energy to jump over both ends of the truth. You gotta, come on, bro.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
Now, when you die in the next one to the real when you actually die, I don't want to hear shit from nobody.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone.
And she didn't. She didn't let that nigga kill nobody.
In spite of that promise,
she didn't. Sorry I couldn't keep our promise, but don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing. Could you?
He think he a FBI agent. He think he a goddamn investigator. This how they talk to you when they think they got some shit.
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
And so this the thing. If I wasn't so convinced that it was Mondo, this moment right here would still be throwing me for a loop, because I would be like, this is way too easy. This is way too easy. There's no way.
Your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I didn't even do anything. At this point, I would start feeling fishy as hell.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person?
Yeah, okay.
You don't mean...
She's fucking losing it. Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second, here comes Genocide Jack. Disgusting.
Well, hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see?
Well, Genocide Jill, sorry.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
I'll fuck with it.
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Why are you a frog, though? Is this who... But you know what? There's so many anime characters that act and look just like this. I was about to say, don't this remind you of Shorty from My Hero? Can't remember her name, though.
She's so intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
That bitch is losing it. This is the Murderous Fiend Genocide Jack? It's beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
The motherfucker get nice? What?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
That motherfucker got offended.
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people.
What does that even mean?
It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
I'm like, what is she talking
This should
about?
be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
Not buying that shit you selling. I've
There's
seen
clearly
it.
a motive, so there should be no doubt.
You can stand to the next one and see how you all
A
stepping.
motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed.
Why would you? Okay.
Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
Okay.
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
That's true.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Right, that's true too.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Get back. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Okay, well, let's see what we got going on. Status of dead body. Disappearing stain. I'm gonna go status of dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
What the fuck is
What
that?
more proof do we need?
What word is that?
Give it up. You killed her.
The modus What the fuck is a modus? A who? A who?
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you
Really expect?
Perhaps if you had an...
Oh, an alibi.
When you compare the modus
Operandi matches.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck a modus operandi is, but the fuck?
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
Okay, I just had to assume that's what that
I
meant.
think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Scissors.
I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Probably the age and the scissors.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Right.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
What they used to suspend her.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
That the fucking killer would probably use scissors if it was Genocide
Well,
Jack.
In all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement!
That motherfucker biting the shit out his thumb, her thumb. What the fuck?
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else?
What?
Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac. You feeling me?
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Think she feeling you.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
What's up?
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
I don't know. Why did I say age? They just all niggas.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
They're all men.
A pattern?
Yeah.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Right. There's a pattern that didn't fit. Think I figured it out. I don't know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro. Because Chihiro was a girl.
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
32, 17, 20, yeah. Ooh, 14? Oh my god. What did he do? What did he do?
They were all guys?
Yup.
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
You still look like Frieza to me. It's still fucking with me a little bit.
What's wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
Damn.
I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
Okay. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it.
Okay, what else you got?
It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
But okay. The only reason that I'm not feeling that one, and that was my reason for bringing it up in the first place. But when I said it earlier, because I said that earlier, I was like, why the fuck would I assume that it wouldn't be Sakura or somebody else just because it was a dumbbell? But here's the thing. I don't really know how strong Genocide Jill is. So the fact that the dumbbell was the murder weapon is the only reason that I'm like, probably not.
Lowly cur!
Called that nigga lowly.
Lowly cur?
He ain't never been insulted before.
I would never kill for
She
a
probably
reason
made his
as
dick
petty
hard.
as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
I didn't even think of that. Wow.
That does make some amount of sense.
I'm still thinking about the murder weapon. I'm like, there's no way that you even had like the fact. This the thing. You have to be able to swing that motherfucker without Chihiro being able to react. You don't have time to set that bitch up and like drop it on their head unless you put him to sleep with some tea or some shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
You feel me?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
I found scissors. That's how I know you can find some bitches.
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors.
Well, that too, but there are scissors in the Monokuma thing.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
There are.
Are you sure about that?
There definitely are. I got one in my inventory right now.
She's fully equipped.
That's right, so I can kill anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you.
Damn. What about Big Mac? I'm the one standing up for you.
I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
Why are you angry, nigga?
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
That boy losing his shit.
The body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person who could have copied Genocide Jack's cases. Byakuya.
Here's my answer.
Was it him for real?
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
Is it Byakuya? Maybe, but he don't seem like the nigga to be able to lift that heavy of a weight. So once again, I don't know. He also don't seem like the nigga to be in a fucking locker room. So
you'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Right.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
I'm not buying it, but maybe, just maybe, I might just be hard-headed.
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was
he's dumb.
Because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
I don't know.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I'd put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
Thank you. For the first time, experience how it feels to be Big Mac,
Then
nigga.
I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now,
I guess when you ditched the breakfast.
the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
In the locker rooms, they're suspicious, very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. So let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
But this the thing, he wouldn't naturally think of the boys' locker room first, because as soon as he heard that somebody died, especially, mind you, he just got told that secret. Why wouldn't he assume that it's been the killer that he's been investigating his entire life? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't he assume that it's the killer that he's been investigating his entire life, that he just found out the real identity to? And now there's three things. You've been investigating this same killer for the majority of your life, or at the very least researching it. You just found out the real identity of it, and you just found out that motherfucker has a motive to kill, and then the death happens right after the motive. Why wouldn't you assume that it would be, you know what I'm saying? So
The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Okay, well, I'm over here standing up for you, but you wouldn't have known it. You shouldn't have known that it was Chihiro before you saw the body. You shouldn't have known that. So while I'm over here standing up for you, You just kind of made it feel weird to me a little bit. Cause I'm like, you just got basically told the identity of who, you know what I'm saying? And then you hear ding dong come to the gym, you're gonna assume that somebody got killed. Right after there being a motive, you're gonna assume that it was the you know what I'm saying? So
nothing strange about that, I'd say.
Yeah, it is something strange about that. How would you know?
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then. What's so strange about it? Go ahead. Share with the rest of the class.
How would you have known? You need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has just been added to non-stop debates. Please, I clicked wrong last time. Next, we gonna add something called a true flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. What? If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can still use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or a contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to use a flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Oh, then good luck and have fun. What? Oh, I'm about to fucking lose. I don't know what you're talking about. Monokuma file number 2. What about the file? Can I check it real quick? What about it? The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. Time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor. The cause of death was blood and she was killed instantly. Why would... So you said Byakuya was acting strange before we found the body.
But
Right.
he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely
Jill!
take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Byakuya is coming about Chihiro being a girl. I realize there's a clear contradiction there. Okay, well...
So, you said Byakuya, but he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity,
That's a natural.
The victim
Was Chihiro, who was a girl.
So of course I
What
would
just
suggest
happened?
we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distraction.
what's so strange? I wish you'd taken me with you.
What just happened?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before, but he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity,
That's a natural.
What is this?
victim
What is
Was
this
Chihiro,
fucking mechanic?
Who was a girl.
shoot!
What is this mechanic? I don't understand what's happening.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body, but he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity,
That's a natural.
The victim.
Victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
so of course I would... There was no time. What's so strange? I wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the
What is
body.
going on?
Shoot!
What are you fucking talking about right now?
So, you said Byakuya, but he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out,
That's a natural.
The victim was... So of course I would suggest there was no time.
what's so strange?
What the
Wish you'd
fuck is
taken
this
me with
mechanic?
you.
I don't like this shit at all.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird...
If you're presented with the opportunity,
That's a natural.
The victim was Chihiro.
What the fuck is that mechanic? I don't like that shit at all. That shit is disgusting.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Right.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Why is that?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's the Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. Got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Difference between this case and the other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be? I guess the library desk lamp, because it was unplugged.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
Can I use that right here? Nope. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Shoot.
Yep. Dead man. Yeah, that's me. Whatever, bro. Whatever. It appeared that the one with the most votes is Makoto. However, Makoto's not the black kid. Too bad. Okay.
I refuse to give up yet.
Okay, bro. Oh, put me back in the shit. Let's do it. I told myself that I was gonna let the dialogue play out first. Why the fuck didn't I just do that?
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain? When I want to kill, and I use those same.
But Chihiro it was some kind of.
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very.
Hey, Byakuya. Wait,
I'd never
Seen that rope before in my life.
Yeah, I should have just let it play out. That was my dumb ass fault.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than the same extension
Well, my
cord
bad, Joe,
that
my
was in
bad.
the library all this time
Sorry.
went missing after the murder.
You know, well, yeah, duh. But I did the same thing he did with those scissors. I realized that, but I was like, I was, and still am. I was so stuck on it being number one in the locker room. Number two, Chihiro wanting to work out. Number three, Chihiro specifically asking for Mondo to work out. Number four, the weapon being a heavy dumbbell. All of those kind of counter Byakuya's entire being. Doesn't mean that he couldn't have done it. It just, it doesn't add up to me. But damn. Y'all got all this other shit.
And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
Why, and it's the thing. Why, number one, with Chihiro, and yeah, see, this doesn't even add up. Yeah, I first of all, I never really thought it was Byakuya, but this doesn't really add up the more you think about it. Why would Chihiro ask for a fucking elite to help work out? And number two, let's say Chihiro wanted to do this alone. Why in the fuck would Chihiro even open the door in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Because if she in the locker room, the only other people that's trying to come in that locker room would be a girl. But we already know that this couldn't have really happened in the girls' locker room just off of the fucking poster with the blood on it and the switching of the rugs. But then that would just throw a girl back into the conversation. Okay, well, which girl did it? But I don't think it was one of them either. But what I'm saying is, why would it have been Byakuya and she got killed in the locker room? Why would either A, she opened the door for Byakuya? Either A, why would she have opened the door for Byakuya because she was trying to be in there alone in the first place? Or B, why would she open the door? Why would she have chosen Byakuya to work out with? That's my second thing. Why would she have opened the door? Or why would she have chosen Byakuya to work out with? Neither one of those makes sense.
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned, as if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
Nigga, you ain't fooling nobody.
I disagree with not disagreeing.
I don't disagree with that. With not disagreeing? I don't even know what that means.
It's a game, right? so he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Please bring up that dumbbell.
Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
Y'all are too aloof when it comes to losing your life, bro.
But still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you?
That bitch mad as fuck he got accused, but you was doing that shit to me last episode, bitch!
I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath.
Right.
What about all that bothers you?
Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Byakuya's remarks just now, there's something in there that concerns me. The extension cord, the scene of the crime.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right?
But how would you have gotten in?
But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
Right.
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
See, and the way he's talking makes you think that it's him more and more.
She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
And so this nigga trolling. He on some reverse Kyoko shit.
How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
And we have two answers to that, honestly.
I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
Right.
The rest of the murder scene?
Mm-hmm.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
This bitch is mad that he didn't finish his...
I believe I do.
He mad as fuck I researched deeper than him. Hey, Byakuya, did that just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up till now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Who the fuck is he talking to?
Come on, Makoto.
You damn roach.
If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Okay, I got you. I got two proofs, actually. Evidence that shows the murder took place elsewhere. I just need to focus on those things I got. Well, I can do Sakura's account or this. I can do a few things, honestly. Now, first I have to prove the scene. What? Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
You worried about the wrong thing.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
Tearing up the toilet.
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet, but I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
It means everything was switched.
But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
What? Why his voice getting all deep?
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body.
Right.
By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device.
Right.
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
Right.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
What?
I highly doubt that.
Get off his dick a little bit.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten to the boys' locker room somehow? Okay, well, let's see what we got. Boys' locker room carpet, broken e-handbook, 2 locker room posters. Okay, I'm gonna probably go broken e-handbook.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook!
No. I told myself that I was going to let it play. Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
Could Chihiro really?
She must have hacked. She was the ultimate. I'm sure that would have.
No, I don't. She used the thing.
Huh?
I'm talking
About Leon's handbook.
No, that's wrong. No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay. It just aggravates me that they be so quick to just be like, whatever, fuck it, you're all wrong. There's so much evidence leading to this being the case, but that one little thing, fuck you. God damn.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
You're all dead. If it wasn't for me, if it wasn't for me, y'all all be dead. Jill was killed in the girls' locker room. Byakuya's the one who did it, really? Nah. But still, I don't know what else I could do.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
Okay.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was...
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
Damn, bro. I don't know. When people are consistently right on the fucking money with they words out their mouth, I don't feel like you have a right to question them so strongly, bro. Like, you ain't been right about shit this entire game. What is wrong with you?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Calm down. I'm gonna check it again.
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands? No way, no way, no way, no way, no way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
Literally all of her previous behavior will probably say otherwise, but whatever.
So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Put her hands together in a brief prayer. Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
If I was Sakura, her emphasis on entire body would have just immediately led me to, like, you know, cause you doing too much. You doing too much with your specifications. Just, whoa, like, you know, that's
Her
how.
entire body? I know you say that, but what? This is.
Grabbed it.
What is this?
She mad as fuck. You just made her do that.
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy.
She just got a handful of dick and started tweaking.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
Now that that's out the way, now I want to get what was throwing me off the entire time. Does Monokuma... You know what? I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to see. It's probably going to be answered.
What? You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Go grab it if you know?
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
So, okay, now my question is, how the fuck did they get in the locker room then? The woman's.
Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, no, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Okay, so...
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
Okay, hopefully...
We all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Okay.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think Chihiro was actually a nigga, thought it never even crossed my mind.
Because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Right.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
And that's where I'm getting thrown off at.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy.
Okay.
He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So that means, obviously, Mondo went down there and grabbed Sayaka's little thing.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room.
Somebody said, why are you still assuming it was Mondo, bro? Bro, because of the workout. It's literally just because of the workout thing.
Easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
Right.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Now let me think. What would be the motive for moving the body besides? Because if you move the... Well, okay, I think the motive would be pin it on the girl first. But then you brought the weight in there, dude. You brought the weight in there too. But you had to, because if you didn't, it was gonna be in the boy. Yeah, you had to. You had to move everything. It wouldn't even make no sense for you to leave a body but take everything else. I'm trying to figure out what would that do. It would still be obvious that the scene was switched around. So I don't even know. And it's just everybody thought she was a girl anyway, so duh. But besides that, if you didn't, then it would be like that whole Genocide jail thing wouldn't have even happened. That whole Genocide jail thing wouldn't even have happened if you left it in the boys' locker room. And we would have immediately assumed it was a guy in the first fucking place. And we probably would have immediately assumed it was Mondo in the first fucking place, because you was the only nigga that she wanted to work out with. So,
well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
What does that mean?
This is the most titillating situation!
Titillating?
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
I'm trying to figure out if Chihiro's on some me shit, bro, cause I'm a nigga, but in places where I don't give a fuck, I let people man me, cause I'm not finna sit here. I don't got the energy to be like, actually, I have a dick. I don't feel like doing that. So in most places, I just let them man me, or you know what I'm saying, that girl over there, or whatever the fuck. So I'm trying to figure out if Chihiro was on some me shit or if folks went by. You feel me? I can't, you know.
Okay, well, connected or clear
That
or
motherfucker
whatever.
spiky.
We still think you're the killer, remember?
Fucking scorpion tail.
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
Why didn't he investigate the
What about
boys'
you,
locker
Makoto?
room?
After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
No.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
So are you telling me you just literally sat here and told me Byakuya was willing to die behind this? You telling me? So let's just say, because I think it's Mondo. Let's just say it was Mondo. You're telling me Byakuya went in that motherfucking room, did a big ass troll. He just trolled the whole fucking school and was going to basically let everybody die because he wanted to play a joke and make it look like Genocide Jack did it. It doesn't even make sense. That don't even make no damn sense. You're telling me Byakuya trolled his life?
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too, how can I put it, overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
Right. I ain't even thinking none of that, but I was just thinking of it like, why the fuck are you trolling?
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but...
You ain't never had a concrete reason for as long as you've been on this screen.
Fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
All right.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Why did you even go in there? This is my thing. Okay, this is my thing about Byakuya. This is my thing. This is before the announcement of the murder even happened. So you were just going around, you were doing what I was doing. You just be going in places because you can. You just felt like doing some shit. You literally found that body on accident. You was just on some troll shit. I might see a titty there. I might see a titty or two there. You know what I'm saying? That's what you was on. What are you on? That can't be what you on, gang. You don't even seem like that type of nigga. So what were you doing?
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
This nigga, okay. You don't curse? Fuck you, nigga.
I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
Oh my god, I hate when y'all do that shit.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility, because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
You don't need to be part of any discussion,
Do you
sir.
not have a mind of your own?
Okay.
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
This the thing. Kiyotaka, your fucking mind is all wrong, so I wouldn't want your input
Anyway,
any goddamn way.
Let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing that we can be sure about. The killer is a guy.
I got it!
Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it would have had to have been a guy. That's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Okay, let's see. Well, maybe Celeste's account.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
Are you fucking
I'm sure
dumb?
if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
And oh my dead grandma! Oh my dead grandma! Oh my dead grandma! I was not even gonna click that shit. Oh my dead grandma! I was not gonna click that shit, but I was like, don't Celeste account talk about Chihiro? Don't Celeste account talk about seeing Chihiro? Oh my dead grandma! I was not even gonna click that shit, but I was like, nah, that's too obvious. Oh my dead grandma! I was not gonna click that shit.
Shoot!
Fuck! This shit blows me.
Isn't there a single clue
Shut the
that might
fuck up.
Did nobody get... I'm sure if someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim.
Yeah.
It's over. You want to know who saw the
killer?
And only the killer.
Fucking dumbass shit. Dumbass shit, bro.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Why are you saying my name like that?
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd. Chihiro told me he was in a hurry, but why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
I mean, duh, considering, but I feel like that's still a leap of logic. But like in the moment, duh. But only reason I'm saying that's a leap of logic is because what if that nigga just I'm thinking like, what if the nigga was just scared of nighttime in general and was like, man, I'm not trying to get caught with this fucking ding dong. But that wouldn't even make no sense. So it's not that big of a leap of logic. It's not that.
Mr. Fujisaki
I apologize,
was on his
Celeste.
way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times.
Y'all girls,
and he
gang.
always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Ooh, what a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
Okie
But
dokie.
knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No, you already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Track jacket in a duffel
Are
bag?
you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
A track jacket in a duffel bag.
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Why are they so arrogant? Y'all ain't been right not once. Why are they so arrogant?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Okay, I'm
Easy for
listening.
you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Okay. And Chihiro's track jacket really holds some clue about the killer. Somehow it's really hard to believe. Yeah, you're losing me. I don't know where you're going with this one. Huh.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
Okay.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
The hell are you talking about? Just shut up, you little bitch. And see, that's exactly why I'm excited to get you up out of here, sir. That's exactly why I'm excited to get you up out of here. I might have fucked that one up, but bitch, you're dying today.
So next week,
You are dying today.
I got it! It matched the one. So, the killer was wearing my tracksuit is. I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any close?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard.
Yeah, Mondo.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask,
God. I think I'm supposed to get a flashback on
why did
that.
he choose the specific tracksuit?
What do you mean, the specific track?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're... The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
What the fuck is happening? I actually don't know what's going on. I actually don't know what's going on. I actually don't know what's going on.
First of all,
He was on his way to go
I actually don't know what's going on. I'm
exercise.
about to just start shooting shit.
why did he choose this?
What do you mean this?
I got it! It matched the one.
So,
The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit.
Cause exercising.
I have a white tracksuit personally.
I got it from the
Did any of
I
that
don't know
really
what the
help
fuck
us?
is happening.
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
He knows that the tracksuit is blue. Didn't nobody say
He was
that?
on his way to go exercise.
So next we have to. Why did he choose?
What do you mean this?
I got it! It matched the one.
So,
The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't. Cause exercising.
I have a white track. I got it from
So
the
what am I supposed to do with this? I noticed that he said that, but
Not a chance.
You heard him, right?
yeah, I heard him. Do I still? Okay, I still got the
We
bullet.
know where he was on his way to go, so next we have. Why did he choose?
What do you mean,
I got it! It matched the one the culprit.
So, what's your... The killer was wearing
The same blue tracksuit as him?
What the fuck am I supposed to do with that piece of information? What am I supposed to do with that? I already hit it with Celeste's account earlier.
So next
Did I not?
The killer
Was wearing the same blue track.
I have to look at that in post
Hold on a
processing.
second, Mondo. What did you just say?
I have to look at that in post processing. I have to look at that in post processing. I could have sworn I hit that with that fucking Celeste account. I could have sworn I just hit that with that. Am I tripping? Maybe my memory is just bad. I swear when he said that I hit it with Celeste account, and I swear he just called me a bitch behind it. He was just like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I swear I hit it. Man, let me stop merching on my granny. I might have just tweaked, but I swear I hit that shit.
What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said... She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
Just me.
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
You feel me?
Because I just...
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died.
Cherry?
That's the only possibility. Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
I'm so fucking mad right now. I feel like I clicked that and he just got mad.
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony...
Yep.
When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Yeah.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck... I'm trying to figure out how the fuck you did that. I'm trying to figure out, had Mondo not just snitched on himself, what were we supposed to do with that?
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit.
How could you have calculated that? You're different.
That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
You are different,
That's
Kyoko.
right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Me too.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
Because that's the only motherfucker Chihiro was like, yeah, let's work out
That's a
with.
good question.
The way he talked, the way he was acting, because I hate him. Huh? The way he talked. He was acting because I hate... What just happened? What?
There was a certain turning point that maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
Right.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Did I just... Wait a minute. What was that little moment where I had those three options? Because that didn't really do anything to the story except turn Kyoko off. All I heard was... That bitch got mad. She got disappointed. And that was that. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Mondo, was it really you?
What the fuck?
Did you really kill Chihiro?
Yes.
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Aren't you technically
You would
a
never do
professional
something like
criminal?
That. This is a false accusation.
All right.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
No, the fuck we not.
My time has nearly come.
And this is the thing that I don't like about everybody in this game except maybe 2 people. When you have a lot of evidence pointing at one motherfucker, y'all jump on it. And it be the wrong motherfucker. But when you got evidence that's pointing at the right motherfucker, you got a lot of evidence and that one little thing. Matter of fact, I said it wrong. You got a lot of evidence that you think is pointing at the right motherfucker, but it's not. It's pointing at the wrong motherfucker. So you end up accusing the wrong motherfucker, and that one little piece of evidence that is the biggest piece of evidence that says it's not them, you be like, I still don't think so. I think everything else leads up to that. Okay, reverse that shit though, and then you give up. The fucking tracksuit alone. Why would he have known that? I'm trying to figure this shit out. When Byakuya was in the motherfucking hot seat, everybody was like, yeah, it's Byakuya, yeah, it's Byakuya, yeah, it's Byakuya. And it was like 3 or 4 things that would lead you to be like, no, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It was like maybe 2 or 3. 3 or 4 might be an exaggeration. It was like 2 or 3 things that would lead you to be like, no, it wasn't. We got like 3 or 4 things to prove that it was Mondo. Maybe even 5. We got the dumbbell, which ain't nobody brought up yet. We got the workout. Okay, we got it being in a boys' locker room. Okay, and then what else do we got? We just got the tracksuit. We just got that one on accident. Kyoko just pulled that out her ass. What the? I don't know, man.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
All right.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
What the fuck is on the tip of my nose? I can see it out of my eyes. Stop. That motherfucker, I can see that shit.
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
So you was just arrogant as shit earlier, but the only fucking part that you could contribute, now you scared of it.
Jeez, did your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
Don't the same shit happen to you?
If you really insist, then...
And watch it be the most important shit ever.
Here it is.
What do you have there?
Is it the fucking trash card?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Ain't that Chihiro's? Found it on the ground, then it must be Chihiro's.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
So this would have to... They probably about to have me try to figure out something that Leon and Chihiro have in common.
That's
because
odd.
both of theirs is broken.
I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
Heat?
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Would the sauna break the...
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
Well...
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip. But I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
Right.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and 2 of them broke in quick succession, then
Well, it can't be heat because then Kiyotaka's and Mondo's will have to be broken.
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is...
Sorry.
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
Ooh, I pulled that out my ass though. The only reason why I started to doubt myself, and you heard why I started to doubt myself. I was like, if it's heat, then Mondo's and Kiyotaka's would probably be broken. And the reason why I assumed heat in the first place, I don't even know why, but I just put Leon in a sauna for some reason. I don't know why I put him in there, but I was like, Leon probably... I don't know why I thought sauna, but I did. I don't know why I thought that, honestly. But yeah, I pulled that out my ass.
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
I didn't know that.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around.
I pulled that out my ass, bro. I for real pulled that out my ass.
So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Why isn't Kiyotaka's and Mondo's broken, though? Weren't they in the sauna?
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
I guess Mondo's broke.
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
So Kiyotaka's didn't break. Why did Mondo's break then?
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that?
I'm kind of confused, and this is my thing with Mondo. Why didn't you throw it away? Why didn't you throw it away with the tracksuit in the duffel bag?
I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Oh, his broke? Well...
Here's my answer.
When they put Kiyotaka on the screen like that...
Your handbook got broken in the sauna,
I thought they were trying to say it was him.
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo
Get his
and
dick out your
Taka
mouth,
had
gang.
an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
He did.
But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets.
Okay, that's how that happened.
And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
I was like, why did Kiyotaka's not get destroyed, but that boy was naked?
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. I'm so tired of Kiyotaka, I don't know what the fuck to do. Oh, God.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Why does card reader keep popping up? That's why you didn't throw it away. You had to use it to get in the fucking locker room anyway. When you were switching everything, you needed a way to go back and forth. So you probably forgot at some point. Is that why the card reader is right here?
Makoto's assertion.
If what he says, you broke your own. In other words, if then that proves.
Well, my
goddamn handbook works just fine.
Fuck! I thought that was it. Bro. Okay.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo.
Maybe it's Chihiro's handbook for right there. I don't know.
Proves.
Well, my goddamn
I'm just shooting.
Works just fine.
What? Why am I getting the but I'm not getting it.
Makoto was wrong after all. Mondo
Some
wouldn't
friend
hurt a
you
fly.
are. What the fuck? What is that fucking? What is that?
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
If what he says, you broke your own. In other words, if then that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
What?
Shoot.
Okay, bro.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo.
You broke your own. In other words, if then that proves.
Well, my
goddamn handbook works just fine.
Why are you done?
No, that's wrong.
And you know what? Can I explain why? Can I explain why I wasn't picking that one?
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The only reason I wasn't picking that one is because I was like, I had a thought process to why that couldn't have been it. I was like, why would we know, besides the fact that we're accusing him, why would we know that his handbook is broken? So I was more so like, the reason why I chose card reader is because I was saying I jumped too far ahead. It didn't even make sense when I really think about it. Card reader, in my head I was saying card reader because it's like, how would you have gotten in and we know your shit broke in the sauna, but we technically don't know that. We don't know that it's broken, so we would need proof that it's broken, which is why. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little dumb. It's okay though.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own.
Okay.
After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's true. I genuinely, for some reason, I thought Leon went into the sauna too. I'm an idiot.
That's right. The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
Hey, what type of nigga am I, Makoto? Do I have ultimate luck? Why did I just assume Leon went into the sauna with his motherfucking e-handbook? What type of shit was that? I pulled that out my ass and was right. What the fuck?
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's.
Wow.
Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's. Yes?
And that's the thing. I thought Mondo, but yeah, no, I'm still confused because Chihiro's was broken. So did Chihiro just throw it on the ground? And then, yeah, I lost it. I lost the plot because Chihiro's been broken. Chihiro's shit been broke since the sauna. Evidently, they would have gone to the sauna before the motherfucking workout. Why would you do that? Besides just wanting to break it, I don't know. And obviously, Chihiro probably wouldn't have that thought process. So, Yeah, they went to the sauna before the motherfucking workout, which means that shit was broken. Mondo couldn't have used Chihiro's motherfucking thing. But here's my other question. How the fuck do we even know? How would we know that that's Chihiro's? Didn't we assume earlier that it was Chihiro's handbook that was on the floor that Hifumi picked up? Why did we assume that? How did we know that? If we didn't even know that Leon's handbook wasn't actually Leon's but Mondo's, how the fuck did we know that the other one was Chihiro's? Because that's why I assume Chihiro's shit still worked. And it doesn't make sense for me to make that assumption because we know that he got took to the sauna before. Either way, I'm dumb. But this shit is crazy, bro. Damn.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so.
Man, bro. See, I had the plot and then I lost it. I'm disappointed in myself.
I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong.
Get that boy dick out your mouth.
Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Get that boy dick out your mouth.
Then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning?
All right.
That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Okay. Okay. Chihiro, put that shit in the bag. Celeste, what you doing? I'm just going to work out. No. So right here. Goodness gracious. Okay. So they did go to the gym first. They did go to the gym first. See, okay, I wasn't wrong about that. I was not wrong about that. So you have to use the card reader. There ain't no fucking handle right there. Wait. It reads like... I forget how these things read. No, I'm reading it right. Hold on. What the fuck? And then... No, maybe right here. And then put this right here. Done. Open up. Mondo right here. He like, put my shit in the bag. Okay, so then right here. That don't make no sense. Maybe it do, I don't know. They'll give me a fail if it don't make no sense. So then right here, you creased his shit. It didn't fail. Alright. So this is where it's... No. This is where it splashed onto the wall. Okay, let's start from right here. Put it in the bag. Pull your key card out. Got in. Chihiro, what's up? You picked up that motherfucker. Cause I don't know what else that could mean. You were working out? You weren't working out, so you picked it up. You picked that bitch up, got behind him, swung, and then it hit the floor, so it can't be that one. So when you swung, that shit splattered, hit the floor, Chihiro on the ground. Now it's on the floor. Well, I mean, that bitch is still upright right here, so it hit the floor right there. Okay, right here, you swung, cling, splash. Splashed up there, splashed on the wall. No. Yeah, the dumbbell already hit the floor. I don't think I need that one. So you rolled up the carpet, and then you took this. Took that, and then... The fuck is this one? I'm losing it somewhere. Took the carpet, took the fucking thing, took Chihiro? Girls? How did you get in? Oh, Sayaka. You went downstairs and got hers. When did you do that though? What? I'm about to lose. What the fuck? So you got in. At this point, you got in. And... okay. I'm about to lose because I don't know what's happening right there. And so then right here, Byakuya, that's that photo right there, so I don't need that. Byakuya did that. Got the blood. Then wrote bloodlust. And then what the fuck is this? Sauna room, I guess. And then I guess, I don't know. So, okay, I don't know. Let me, oh, I'm missing one. Hold on. I don't like that one, honestly. So she pointed out the thing. Folks hurried up, put it in the bag, ran away. That, I don't even know whose hand that is. Is that even Chihiro's hand? Yeah, it is Chihiro's hand. Cause I'm like, well, I lost it. Where did that shit just go? I think I fucked up. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'ma just shoot my shot. I'ma just shoot it.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
What the fuck is that about? What? Okay. Stop it. Just let me hurry up and retry. What the fuck are you talking about? Go ahead now. Okay, so no, this is right. This part was not. So you said specifically the boys' locker room. Why did you say that? And that was wrong last time. I don't get it. I don't know. Yo, I'm so motherfucking lost right now, man. I don't know what the hell to do. By this point, everything was switched. If everything was switched right here, then it already happened somewhere over here. So it had to have been this spot, right? I don't know. Byakuya came in here on some freak shit. Extension cord. Well, no, not that. Then wrote bloodlust everywhere.
The killer is you!
Fuck.
First, let's...
Alright.
At the time. That's something.
I lost. I fucked up again. As soon as that sound popped off.
She made her way to the but how could the victim,
What the fuck does that even mean? What are you talking about right there? What are you talking about right here, bro? Didn't I put that one there last time? What? Look, I don't understand what other option there could be. What other option is there for me to put? I don't know what I'm supposed to put right here, bro. That one? And then... what? He walked in? The fuck? I don't know.
Here's exactly what happened.
I don't know. I lost again. What the fuck is that?
She made her way, but how could the victim?
I heard that fucking doodling sound again.
Because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Right.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. Then, removing the bloody poster, and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Jun using one of those.
That's such a
that's exactly
that's weird.
How the killer did it.
And I shouldn't rant about this. I should not rant about this part right here. But that was just fucking weird because I was like, how the fuck am I? Don't none of these pictures mean that he went downstairs and got a icon from the main hall? How am I supposed to know which parts he's gonna talk about and which parts I have to just put on there? That shit is weird. Anyway,
with the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
What is he doing? And why? He already had the cord, like he knew.
After stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work.
So did Mondo go and tell him? He was like, bro, I need help. Like, what happened right there?
He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime.
Okay.
He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to...
Whoops, my bad, y'all.
And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
Yo, you know what? I knew it was gonna get harder, but that was fucking convoluted as hell. They didn't even bring up the fact that They didn't even, it wasn't even a part of the fucking trial that Chihiro and Mondo talked about working out together. That is an that is an important piece of information that nobody talked about.
Wait. No. This can't be right.
No one also talked about how strong you would need to be to lift that damn dumbbell and swing hard and fast enough for Chihiro to be hit without being able to react. There's only two motherfuckers in this lineup that I'm sure are capable of that. Sakura and Mondo. Didn't nobody talk about none of that shit.
Where's your evidence? Yeah, where's your evidence?
Shut the fuck up, boy.
You need proof!
Shut up!
Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
That is that Mondo is the killer. That already revealed itself early in the trial. All that. Why do I have to listen to him? Don't everybody else agree with me? A new element has been added to... Fuck. Let's talk about a little bit of fever time and nigga time. During a bullet time battle, if you press the space key, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push however you want to destroy the verbal assault. Whoops. This only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got access to special time, right? So we've also prepared something called nigga time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates nigga time during a bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate fever time at this point, no, never mind, I'm sure nothing will happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use nigga time. Well, good luck. Well, my shit is mean, so. Why is he my opponent?
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence.
He fucking me up.
Listen. You're corrupt.
So am I supposed to use the spacebar now?
I refute you. False. You're corrupt. Show me some evidence. I won't listen.
Damn, all this noise.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False.
What's even happening right now?
Show me some evidence.
What just happened? I don't even know what just happened.
Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
I don't even know what just happened. What the fuck?
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
I'm trying to figure out why the fuck he swapped handbooks with Leon anyway, and Chihiro was finna be right there anyway. Yeah, you know what? I'll eat the B. I'll eat it. I'll eat that shit. I was fucking up. So I'll eat that shit, man. It ain't nothing.
Bro, what are you saying?
I'm glad I got a fucking B. I thought I was about to get an F.
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait, hold on.
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank.
Fuck.
Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
It's the only thing that's still kind of, but okay, that makes sense. Why? That makes sense. Why he didn't meet Chihiro there? He was there before Chihiro. That's why.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
That's why. I'm like, why would he? He could have just used Chihiro's. Why did he grab Leon's? But that makes sense. I don't want to hear shit from his mouth. Uh-oh. This This time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The blanket that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Iwata!
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. Who did he choose? You're treading very close to dangerous zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, looks like Mondo's taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually,
the story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward the text. Don't talk to me. Don't talk directly to me. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness to take on the frail form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Fuck. No, nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Once the killing games had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro's actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone's figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry. But...
Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Real gangster shit.
I want to change.
That's gangster as hell. He said, "Man, fuck you, nigga. I'm just about to say, I'm about to do the grind, bitch. You can't manipulate me." My fault. What did that shit say? Fuck. That day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He is prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be a good idea to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask if they could help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were, so Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. I just realized that Kyoko didn't pull it out of her ass. She realized early on that Mondo would slip his tongue. Because he slipped his tongue when he called Chihiro dude instead of chick anyway. She picked up on that and used it right then. That was her basis for doing that. I just picked up on that. That's why she felt like that would work, because Mondo had already slipped up once before. Wow. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So, he went and asked... What? Who's saying that? Third person? So, he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep it secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have been immediately suspicious, and we would have started to suspect his identity. So he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Because no matter what, I ain't want nobody to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. No, nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone.
You're wrong.
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standards is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? The embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know?
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother name, was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang, and before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Dai, huh? Dai created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why...
I just...
Wow, I gotta get stronger than Daya. Once, just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. And so that was the parallel between Mondo and Chihiro when they made them declarations that they had to get stronger. That's why when Mondo, I feel like that's the promise that I keep talking about. That's the promise that I keep bringing up that I feel like was very important, was very important information when they were in the cafeteria talking about promising each other the work. You know what I'm saying? You remember that. I think you remember that. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly... Oh, damn. Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Dai never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together, nigga. It's the team. Yeah, it's the team me and you put together, man. It's a promise between men. he decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang in order to keep the gang together and to keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident, and as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his brother. Daiyo was gonna lose to the kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he's willing to tell all kind of lies about his big brother.
I just...
I'm strong. Strong, nigga, strong! And yet... as soon as Achilles gave began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own brother. Ouch. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. Ouch. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it would have all been for nothing, nigga. So that's why Mondo, after I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head was filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. Never felt anything like it before.
I
didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to say, think, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Cause I mean, you kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would.
But.
Right, but.
I want to change.
I want to change. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I wanted to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing a lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. Fuck. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You saying I should just say it?
What?
Ouch.
What?
You saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secrets, nigga?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It's the kind of strength I never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
You making fun of me, nigga? I'm strong? You fucking with me right now?
No.
Not making fun of you. You really are strong, nigga. I feel like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Why did you have to tell me all that? You trying to rub my failure in my face, gang?
I just wanted to...
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong! Strong. Stronger than you!
You son of a
It's
bitch!
stronger to die! Chihiro sitting there like, who? I don't remember anything after that. And I woke up again. He was laying in my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him, down on the ground. Hey!
I killed him.
Okay.
I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He had that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in his heart, like his... A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and turned him cold-blooded. God damn it! Look Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory, for that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Cause I sure don't. You bastard! Shut up, you son of a bitch! Go ahead, say that again, I dare you!
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. It's what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now.
Alright.
Ridiculous.
Oh, hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
Oh my god. No. Wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Oh my god. I said wait.
Sorry, man.
He ain't even calling nigga bro no more.
I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another. Damn. Who's fucking cheering? I'll put my fucking ear back in. That shit was hurting though. Look at Monokuma's hair. He got jokes. Damn. The Cage of Death. Okay. Why is it so quiet? Is it because I turned the music down? Oh my god. He just sent that nigga back to the past to fix his mistakes. Somebody said that is not what happened, but I love the enthusiasm. Look, ain't no bones or nothing. He got sent back to the past. What? Mondo butter? Ugh. What the fuck? The fuck? The fuck? Ow, that hurt my ears. Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls. We were each forced to realize once again. But he, of course, had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game? Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do. Because this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except
However,
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless. Like the voice of death. Chilled me to my bone. Last night when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too? That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall ever agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse.
What?
You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well,
So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. Thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene?
But
damn, nigga, if we hadn't figured out who really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it ever reached that point. Of course. Byakuya turned and looked me right in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. What?
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yep, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
Here's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
What up? I'm the next nigga, yeah! You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair. Oh my gosh, but the beat go hard.
Damn.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Mean? Mean? Mean!
What the heck?
That nigga spamming. Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. It don't even fucking matter, nigga. In the end, I'm gonna stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ooh, how exciting.
I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand?
In the name of my family.
For which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up.
Ooh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you! Temper? Sounds like someone needs a nap. Oh my gosh, bro. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that one at the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair. The fuck?
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Is this Kyoko right here? I wonder is that Kyoko in there? Boy's life of despair. I got busted on again. Yep, sperm all on the screen. Surviving students. Well. Was that Kyoko in that room asking those questions? I wonder. You received a crazy diamond present. Why? Why would I want that? This shit probably funky. Yep, overwrite my shit. ... Whoa.
I know I shouldn't cry,
Okay.
but I've had enough. I can't take it anymore.
Who are you talking to, Sakura?
Getting out of here anytime soon. It's impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to.
Whoa. What the fuck? Donuts. Need to eat some donuts. That'll cheer me up. Glazed donuts, twisty donuts, jelly donuts, cream-filled donuts, donut holes, malasadas. I don't know what that is. Oh God of donuts! I'm praying for a wonderful encounter. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule. But right now, for me, donuts are absolutely necessary. What the fuck is that?
Huh?
The fuck is that sound? Sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse. Oh my gosh, is it a damn paper shredder?
But
I'm super scared, but is someone there? Oh, what the fuck? Y'all, can I be honest? On everything I love, on my dead grandma grave. Can I be honest? I thought that was a robot rolling around. I thought that was a robot that Chihiro had made, because the first thought was, is that a robot? And then I was like, the only person that could have made a robot was Chihiro. Folks is dead though. On everything I love, I was just thinking that. The morning after the conclusion of the second class trial, everyone met up in the dining hall, just like always. And I expected to start like any other day. That's what I expected, but today's count kinda sucks, huh? Toko and Byakuya still refused to show up. And I haven't seen Miss Asahina anywhere. She said her stomach was hurting, so she's taking it easy in her room for the day.
Oh.
It is rather unusual for her. Normally she is so full of energy. Which is exactly what makes me worry.
So then...
So it's just the 7 of us then. Looks that way.
How about that?
It's times like this where the committee chairman needs to get things going with a bang. Don't you think?
Impossible.
Or not. Damn, man, I even did your voice. You didn't activate? Well, look at his face. Showed he hadn't slipped a wink last night. Must be because of Mondo. Two of them became so close, and then he finds out Mondo killed Chihiro, and then having to watch Mondo get punished, and nothing he could do about it. Can't even imagine what it must have done to him. Fuck him. So, I mean, what's gonna happen now? We haven't found any way out, and we have no idea if anyone's ever gonna come help us.
It's like...
Now I'm all depressed just thinking about it. We simply have to make the best of things. Do our best to get along and live here together in peace. Forget about the outside world and accept that this is our new life. That is the only hope we have now. What? To live here forever?
Well...
Here we have every convenience. We have food, clothes, our every need is seen to. Why are you dissatisfied? In fact, let me ask you this. What is it about the outside world that you long for?
Is that okay?
Competition, discrimination, victimization, and violence. As society grows, so does its perversion. In which case, our current situation not... Demon angel, pretty pudgy princess.
Huh?
Here we go.
Maggie, the drill shop owner, the bunny-eared Amazon, cat girl, dog boy, Robo Justice, the galactic king, and Super Saiyan.
There is nothing to be done.
The mastermind puts such base desire to their advantage, bending you to their will.
You know?
Okay, well, anyway, since Taka's like catatonic, as the oldest one here, I'm officially stepping up to take lead. So, we're all gonna work together and spend the rest of the day searching the school. Searching?
I'm right?
I mean, since the class trial is over and all,
Perhaps.
there should be new places to investigate. Yeah, that's the ticket. Maybe we'll find some kind of clue this time.
Well then.
And once we're done eating, let's split up and begin looking around. You have any problem with that, Celeste? There may well be a discovery waiting for us, which may further enrich our life here. No, the point is to look for clues. Just like that, we were starting to come together. Or just as we were starting to come together, she barged in and ruined the conversation.
You called for me, and so I appeared.
Genocide! Nobody called for you. What the? How come Genocide jail and not Toko?
Yes!
God, this place is just amazing. Finally, a place I could just be my murderous self. Which is why I decided to stop holding back and spread my wings. No more hiding in the cave for me. Plus, I have another battle to fight. The whole killer with a split personality thing is so overdone. I gotta destroy that stereotype. I'll fight all day and all night to murder those totally slanderous cliches. But you are a killer with a I don't get it. If she weren't here, my chances of survival would go up at least 10%. Come on, you gotta back me up here. Even the biggest stars need a little peep. There you go, lock in. Well, whatever else we do today, first we should eat. Can't do shit on an empty stomach. You're right, let's hurry up and eat so we can start our investigation. Okay, what do you eat? What do you even eat? Humans? So we were forced to eat breakfast with a murderer. After our much needed but very annoying meal, we set to work looking around the school. Well, this is where I'm going to log the fuck off. Let me save. Make sure my shit load where the fuck I say load at. Load my shit where I say it load at so I know it's locked in. Okay. Alright, y'all. That was episode. Okay, y'all. That was episode 5 of Danganronpa. I think it's episode 5. I'm so mad at myself, bro. Cause I had the plot and then I lost it, gang. I had it right there, and then that motherfucker, phew, it flew away. I had it, and then it. You know what? Y'all can't fry me too bad though, because this is the purpose of this game is to be a detective. I ain't never took no motherfucking detective class, nigga. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying out my mouth. I just know when somebody else saying some dumb shit. And the reason why I know when somebody else saying some dumb shit is because I know when I'm saying some dumb shit. You feel me? That's why I be saying that shit dumb, even when it's me. That's the only thing. Look at this little nigga right here. Get back, get behind the ear. You're embarrassing me. That's what happened when you randomly decide to grow your hair out. I don't know how this side got like put into another one, but yeah, this is what happened when you randomly decide to grow your sides out. My taper used to be all of this right here. This hair right here didn't used to be there. So all of this is new growth. That's why folks right here embarrassing me. But whatever. You didn't care about none of that. What was I just saying? This is a detective game, so that's the only thing that I have that's going for me when people say dumb shit, especially in comparison. And mind you, they still didn't bring that up. When they were in the cafeteria talking about that, they still didn't bring that up. Maybe that happened in my imagination. I don't know, but they still didn't bring that up. But that's all I got going for me is my sometimes occasionally decent memory and my ability to pick people apart because I pick myself apart every day. It's okay. I do it. You do it. We all do it. You know what I'm saying? Mine just might be a little more effective because I'm that nigga. I'm one. Anyway. Like button if you fuck with it. You heard me? Like button if you fuck with it. Comment if you get any of the games you want me to play, bro. Subscribe for more content like this. Let's see if I can get this out during the video. I'm tired of this Mondo shit. Get off me. Y'all want to know the cool thing about these? When you put them in your hair, Like, you don't have to like do the most to get them off. I swear to God, all you gotta do is, how do I explain it? If you put this on your hair, right? I'm gonna do it real quick just to show y'all. You put it on your hair, bro. If you just grab one end and then twist it, it'll just pop the fuck off. I swear to God, it'll just pop off. You just saw it happen. It'll just pop off. And it's not just because I have this in my head. It'll do it when I have my curls in. Like, if I just have my curls out and I just wanted to rock a bun for some reason, all I have to do is twist that motherfucker off and it'll pop right the fuck off. Like, I'm so serious. Get the fuck off me. Ow. Ow. Yeah, I had that bitch in that style for way too long. This shit hurt. Yep, gotta let my hair relax again. Subscribe for more content like this, man. I catch y'all niggas in the next one. Peace.